Imagine a nation casting out the very people who could have transformed its economy, culture, and global influence. A colossal mistake, right? In 2025, 10 countries are grappling with the bitter consequences of pushing out Trinidadians. A vibrant, skilled, and dynamic diaspora now thriving elsewhere. From crippling labor shortages to fading cultural vibrancy, these nations are waking up to their costly error. Why did this happen? What did they lose? And what can we learn? Stick around. This breakdown will leave you stunned. The United Kingdom. The United Kingdom once shone as a beacon of opportunity for Trinidadians, especially during the Windrush era, when Caribbean migrants rebuilt post-war Britain. But in 2025, the UK faces a crisis of its own making. Harsh immigration policies drove away the very people who fueled its economy, healthcare, and cultural vibrancy. What went wrong? The UK's hostile environment policies, stricter visa rules, and Brexit fallout created a perfect storm. The Windrush scandal, where long-term residents were wrongfully detained or deported, sent shockwaves through the Caribbean community. Many Trinidadians, fearing similar treatment, left voluntarily. Skilled worker visa reforms raised salary thresholds, pricing out nurses, engineers, and IT specialists, fields where Trinidadians excelled. Visa renewals became a bureaucratic nightmare, leaving even settled professionals in limbo. The consequences are stark. The NHS, long reliant on Trinidadian nurses and doctors, is collapsing under staff shortages. Wait times have skyrocketed, and rural clinics teeter on closure. Attempts to replace these workers with local hires have failed. There simply aren't enough British-trained professionals. The tech sector is no better. London's once thriving tech scene, powered by Trinidadian coders and data scientists, is losing its edge as talent flees to Berlin, Dubai, or Trinidad's growing digital economy. And it's not just jobs. Trinidadians shaped British culture, from the vibrant Notting Hill Carnival, rooted in Trinidad's own carnival, to the rise of soca and calypso music. Now, with fewer Trinidadians, festivals lack energy, Caribbean restaurants are closing, and the UK's multicultural identity is fading. The UK thought curbing immigration would protect jobs. Instead, it created a lose-lose scenario. The demand for skilled labor remains, but the supply is gone. The economy is shrinking, and the UK's global reputation suffers, deterring future talent. Talent is mobile. When you push it away, it thrives elsewhere, like Canada or Germany, where fast-track visas welcome Caribbean professionals. Will the UK reverse course or continue this path of self-sabotage? Trinidadians aren't waiting to find out. Number 2. Canada. For decades, Canada was the gold standard for immigration, a welcoming haven where Trinidadians built stable futures. But recent policy shifts have left thousands stranded, frustrated, or forced out. Canada is now paying a steep price for turning its back on this talented diaspora. What changed? Canada's express entry system, meant to fast-track skilled immigrants, began prioritizing tech and healthcare while sidelining other essential fields. Family reunification backlogs grew, separating Trinidadians from loved ones for years. A crackdown on the temporary foreign worker program blocked pathways to permanent residency for construction workers, truckers, and caregivers. Jobs Canadians weren't filling. Provincial nominee programs, once a reliable route, became oversubscribed and unpredictable, leaving applicants ineligible after years of building lives in Canada. The fallout is dire. Healthcare is in chaos. Trinidadian nurses and caregivers, the backbone of rural hospitals, are gone, leaving wards closed and long-term care facilities in crisis. Construction projects in Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary lag behind, as Trinidadian tradespeople move to the US or return home to booming opportunities. Supply chains buckle as 30% of Canada's long-haul truckers, many Trinidadian, face visa denials. Grocery prices soar and shelves sit empty. Beyond labor, Canada's multicultural vibrancy is fading. Trinidadian communities in Toronto, Montreal, and Calgary are shrinking, closing Caribbean businesses and cultural centers. Events like Caravana struggle with lower participation. Meanwhile, the U.S. benefits from a brain drain as Trinidadians opt for faster green card processes. Canada assumed tightening immigration would force employers to hire locally. Instead, Canadians shun underpaid roles like elder care and trucking. The economy stalls, inflation rises, and services crumble. Talent goes where it's valued. Will Canada reform its policies, faster processing, clearer residency pathways, restored family reunification, or lose more ground to competitors? For many Trinidadians, the damage is done. The United States, the H-1B visa blunder. The United States once leaned heavily on Trinidadian tech experts, doctors, and finance professionals. But stricter H-1B visa rules and endless processing delays crushed their American dreams. Now, Silicon Valley outsources jobs, unable to find skilled workers locally, while Trinidadian talent thrives in Dubai and Germany. Why the backfire? The U.S.'s short-sighted immigration policies created insurmountable hurdles. Trinidadian professionals, once integral to Silicon Valley and healthcare, faced visa denials or delays spanning years. Meanwhile, rival nations with streamlined visa processes, like Germany's tech visas or Dubai's fast tracks, welcomed them. The U.S. is losing its competitive edge, watching innovation hubs like Berlin and Dubai reap the rewards. The lesson: talent flows where it's appreciated. By stifling skilled immigration, the U.S. handed its rivals a golden opportunity. Australia, a points-based misstep. Australia's points-based immigration system once favored Trinidadian engineers, healthcare workers, and IT specialists. But recent cuts to skilled migration quotas left many unable to renew visas, despite years of contributions. Now, critical sectors like mining, healthcare, and IT are understaffed, while New Zealand and Singapore scoop up the talent. Why did this fail? Overhauling immigration without considering long-term needs triggered a labor crisis. Australia's loss is its rival's gain, as Trinidadian professionals fuel growth elsewhere. The lesson: short-sighted policies breed long-term regret. Germany. Bureaucratic barriers. Germany desperately needed Trinidadian engineers and IT specialists, but bureaucratic visa delays and rigid language requirements pushed many out. Now, Germany's tech industry lags, while Scandinavia and the Netherlands benefit from Trinidadian innovation. The takeaway? Red tape can cost a nation its competitive advantage. Talent won't wait for slow systems. The global lesson is clear. Rejecting skilled immigrants like Trinidadians, innovators, culture shapers, economic drivers, sets nations up for failure. In 2025, these 10 countries are paying the price for their mistakes. Will they learn or double down? If this shocked you, smash that like button, subscribe, and join the debate in the comments. Which nation will regret its policies most? The global talent war is heating up. Don't miss what's next. If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Because the truth doesn't lie and we bring it straight to you. See you in the next one. Optional variant with channel branding. This is Adventure Chuckles, where we uncover the stories others ignore. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more global truths that matter.